What's up, everybody? Patrick LaRouche here from Evolve Restorative Therapy. You can find me at livepainfreeprocess.com. I have a pain-free concierge service that teaches people how to heal, not just what to do, but how to actually do it. So I've had a rash of neck pain cases this last 2 weeks, and I realize there's a certain number of things that people want me to show them, like the what's to do, what to do, and I do that. That's very, very simple to get people out of pain. But why they're in pain is the key component here. So what I want to show you here is when people go through neck pain, they grab different parts of their shoulders, they realize the shoulders up, they can't turn to one direction. So I want to show you the common things that happen. I have a bunch of different videos to do this. I'm going to do this in 2 or maybe even 3 parts for clearing up neck pain in a massive, big way. So the big thing I want you to show you about is all the muscle tissue that comes in contact into just turning your head, let alone the neck pain itself. Notice the big one that you have to worry about is sternocleidomastoid. That's the first one. That's the big muscle that turns your head in second, in predominantly is your sternocleidomastoid. But I want to show you the little things that's happening. Like the scalenes is the big component that I want you to really focus on here. The scalenes is in a big way going to be the big component why you can't progress a lot, because what I want you to show you is it's based off what's happening within your first rib. I'm noticing a lot of cases, a lot of cases that a lot of people can't take a full breath. They can't do anything in that world. And if you can't take a good deep breath, you're never going to clear any pain whatsoever. But what I'm noticing is neck pain is recurring back because we're not fixing the reason why you can't breathe in the first place is the first rib movement in the elevation and depression of it. And what happens is the reason why is because you're stuck in this world of compressing the first rib and locking it in place, either elevated up or elevated down and then compressing on yourself. But either or, you can't take a big breath in or a big breath out. So this is the big component that you have to watch for, is understand is we're not just dealing with musculature, but we're dealing with what's happening in the first rib, and that's why you're getting your pain in the first place. So first rib will also notice what's happening in T1, C6, within the vertebrae as well. We have pain there, so we drive focus here. When your neck starts to hurt, let's show you a different view. What will happen is your scapula will start to readjust. Where are we? Location, scapula, elevation. So what would happen is you'll jack up your shoulder. Let's fade that. And different muscles within, like levator, rhomboid major, rhomboid minor, major and minor will start to kick in. And those are deep inside. Those will kick in to start stabilizing the neck because your first rib is not able to pick up and down. So that's the habits that we see. Those are things that's happening in us. Now, what's actually happening and the reason why we have so much pain and we can't get rid of it is because you can't move within your first rib. Now, this is how your body breathes. These are all the muscles that needs to happen within itself. To get you to breathe good, you need to be able to move things within your pec minor, your serratus anterior. This is the big one, serratus posterior, superior. This is underneath the rhomboid and all those different things. But notice your scalenes are in here. Now, the reason why people can't move their head is because normally, like if you look in the spiritual realm, in the body's talking to your realm, when your neck pain happens because you can't see an other side of an issue or you're not being flexible against something else. But what happens to trigger that is you're having an argument, you're having trouble, but all in all, you're getting more and more anxious. So you lock up and you're up in this choky world, which then locks this thing in place. Unless you can solve that problem, which is a completely different video altogether, you're never going to be able to get this. but notice how the scalenes play a role in the way you breathe. So you can do all the scaling works all you want, but unless you get this to start learning how to open and close based on getting you to trigger point these muscles here, serratus, serratus posterior, serratus anterior, different parts of the top part of your head and your sternocleidomastoid, you're never going to be able to get those muscles to open and close. So if you haven't been part of the video series for trigger point work, now is the time to get in, especially if you're going through neck pain. But this is the other thing. This is just taking a breath in as you inhale. This is the other tricky part. You also need a set of muscles to depress your rib cage, which then blows all the air out, which is down low, which is part of your core, which is serratus posterior inferior. Those are the two big things that help you breathe that a lot of people don't even know exist or know how to work with. Those are the areas I need to get you to realize is keeping your neck pain in place because you're not able to open and close your first rib. Like you see how your first rib here has to move up and down. It has to go through a different ranges of motion like everything else. But when we get heightened in the fight or flight response, when we go through all the shit that we go through, we lock this place up. And that's why your body's saying there's something that you have to deal with. There's something that you go through. It's not solving the problem. It's how you solve the problem. So in the next set of videos, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get all these areas to work in the world of trigger point work. So you can have something to do when your neck goes on rather than just grab and say, oh, it just hurts. And you're grabbing at your tricep and you're dragging at your levator scapula. Your different parts of your upper back, your pec needs to be engaged. You need to work with that. You need to learn that in order for you to get your first rib to depress. So if you're having neck pain, don't think about just getting at where your neck hurts, right? You have to focus on everything. And I'm seeing a large degree around how people breathe in and out to completion. That's the key to completion, being able to blow all your air out and inhale to capacity. So your rib heads learn how to move again by solving the problem that you're in this in the first place. So that's our very first video tip on neck pain. I'm going to slowly work through this because it's complicated. Don't get me wrong. This is simple to get people out of pain, but why you're in pain is what we're really, truly after. So here goes my question to you is, how often do you actually take a full breath in or out? Notice yourself right now. Are you breathing just here and shallow? Or are you able to breathe down low, but breathe down low and up top? That's a full breath. A lot of people have it twisted in their head that it's just about belly breathing. It's not. It's about expelling and filling up your lungs. Having all these units work together is my key, is my point. So my question to you, comment down below. How well can you breathe? Are you one of the people that are good in this world? And I guarantee you, majority of people are not. I see this in a lot of places because this starts a lot of malfunctions within the body, not being able to move your rib heads properly. And there's so many more, which I'm going to be breaking down the deeper whys. But this is what we have to really focus on, getting you to be able to turn your head, getting you to be able to breathe properly, getting you to be able to depress your air, getting everything out. So that's my question. That's the video tip for this month. This week is looking at the deeper reasons why people have neck pain. It's based off your first rib not being able to move. If you have any questions, holla at me. Until then, peace.